want to be heard, and want to be part of a change.
Yeah.
When there were no sports, they took time to speak out. Now that sports have returned, games are being played, but athletes and coaches are just as dedicated to shining a light on social injustice in unprecedented ways.
Some people get tired of hearing me say it, but we are scared as Black people.
Even in the Orlando Disney bubble, the NBA has been an outspoken voice for social justice with obvious messages and symbols.
What did you find at the end of this game that helped you guys pull away?
I don't know. That's all good and well. I just want to send my prayers out to Jacob Blake and their family.
Interviews dedicated to speaking out, win or lose.
In sports, the school is good and well. It's how we take care of our families, but those are the real issues that we got to start addressing.
Now they're uncertain if it's having an impact. And in the midst of the NBA playoffs, a must-win pinnacle of an athlete's season, a potential stronger strategy, boycotting.
Priorities of what matters may be different than basketball.
Today, the Milwaukee Bucks didn't show up for their playoff game against the Orlando Magic. As the horn sounded, they were still in the locker room. Eventually, they left, boycotting Game 5 entirely.
You had Orlando come out and start warming up, and as Jim and I were going over notes and getting ready, we looked at Milwaukee did not take the court.
The defending champion Toronto Raptors seriously considering not playing in the Eastern Conference semifinals, potentially leaving the bubble, a move that would capture the attention of everyone.
Coming down here making a choice to play, it's supposed to not be in vain.
Sports may be back, but the athletes are not letting that silence them.
At a Little League football game in Metro Atlanta, an 11-year-old player felt inspired by the nationwide protests and the Black Lives Matter movement and decided to make a bold statement on the football field. 11 Alive's Naima Abdullahi brings us his story.
A quick decision to make good trouble.
You didn't tell your mom or dad that you were going to do it at that very moment. Was it just something that crossed your mind when you were on that field?
Yes, ma'am. It just came across my mind. I've been thinking about it for a good while now, actually since the protest.
Elijah says he loves football, but is already dreaming beyond the field. At just 11 years old, he's already experienced racism in his life, but once he attended the Atlanta protests a few months ago, he felt inspired to make a difference.
It was amazing. Just the experience and seeing all these people that want to stand up for our lives.
What was going through your mind at that very moment when you decided to take a knee?
A lot of things were flooding through my head. But the main thing was, again, I'm a minority, so will my team support me?
His mom and dad tell me that Elijah's courageous decision at the Brooks Bears game is in response to the state of the nation as this young generation tries to figure out how they'll make an impact, continuing on the efforts of the movement.
I just wanted to reassure him that he did nothing wrong, that it is important to voice his opinion.
And we're so proud of him.
As you kind of look towards your future of what you want to be when you grow up, is continuing to be a voice for the community part of that?
I think it is, and this will be a big stepping stone. I'm not saying I can, but if a lot of other people do it, we can change the world.
The RNC is moving